ESPN's coverage of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series on ABC, brought to you by Bank of America. If you're a NASCAR fan, get NASCAR Banking, only from Bank of America. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Who will win today's race, Optimus Prime or Megatron? Text Transformers to 43776 to vote. And Ford. See why Ford Racing's top drivers love the all-new Taurus from Ford.
We're at lap 270 of the Banking 500 at Charlotte, only from Bank of America. Just 64 laps to go, and Casey Kane has pulled to a 4.9 second lead over the second place car, which now is Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy has gone by Matt Kenseth to take the second spot away. And we'll show you how that happened. There's Jimmy right now in second position. We'll show you how that happened just a moment ago.
Yeah, it looked like Matt Kenseth's car just not as good on 4 tires. When everybody gets 4, he's not quite as good as when he takes 2 tires. That's the case here. Looks like Jimmy Johnson's car likes 4 tires. Dave?
Okay, Andy, your quiz this week is really easy. Why do you make changes to your race car?
Make it go faster, man.
There you go, buddy. That is absolutely correct. Remember, he said he had no security on the exit of the corner. They made that air pressure adjustment. Jimmy radioed in just a few laps back, said, that's a lot better. I can really feel the car on the exit of the corner. And we know what that means. He can put the power down, and that's why he's making passes.
You're making the questions way too easy for Andy Petrie.
Well, he had to dumb it down a little bit. I missed one last week.
Let's watch the telemetry here for Jimmy Johnson. Wow, 9,200 RPMs and over 192 miles an hour.
You see, usually a little bit of brake, trying to get back to that throttle that he was talking about. Trying to get back to it hard and as soon as he possibly can. Right here at the fastest part of the racetrack, about 196 miles an hour off into turn 1.
Let's check the speeds when they come by this time at the start-finish line. And we showed you last time as the leaders came by, it was Joey Logano who was setting sail. By the way, when we checked on Logano the last time, he was 10th, and now he's up to 7th spot.
This might be a little skewed this time because you can see Casey Kane was caught up in some traffic there.
Johnson quicker than Kane. Let's go back to the 7th place car. Logano was the quickest car before, and he's now gained 3 more positions. Not this time. A little traffic there. Jet Burke.
Yeah, there we go. I love these speeds at the line.
See Brad Keselowski there in the 11th spot, doing a nice job tonight.
We're talking about they got to make one more pit stop, and it will be the money stop because they were about, Indy, they're about 4 or 5 laps out of their window now. They should be able to make it, I guess, from now on. In the history of this race, there has been a caution flag in every single chase race thus far here in the final 40 laps.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen again tonight. Like I say, if it comes out now, everybody can make it to the end or very close to it. 59 laps. It might be a stretch for a few of them, but we're definitely moving inside of that fuel window.
Now, Casey Kane is our leader in the 9 car right now. Now, we're going to award this move to Casey Kane as Gillette in the clutch moment. Listen in. Casey coming off of pit road. Listen to what he had to do.
I lost the ignition box getting up to speed. I had to switch it over. That's why it took me so long. That's a good shot coming off that road if you had all that going on.
To find out how your favorite athletes prepare for success, go to ESPN.com, search Locker Room Report. Now let's explain what he was just talking about happened a minute ago.
I'll tell you, that was definitely in the clutch right there. He's coming out off pit road, getting up to speed. He gets that line and takes off, and it just stumbles. You heard the car stumble. Well, he reacted by changing the ignition box. They have 2 separate systems, ignition systems in the car, and they switched over to the backup system. The car took off and didn't lose too much time. He actually retained the lead.
Yeah, we saw that's when Matt Kenseth kind of got close to him. We thought it was Matt's crew and everything doing a great job.
All the credit.
But the way he's run, he might have should have had on that box to start this race.
Yeah, this is a good one here.
And he apologized for taking him a little while getting up to speed.
I think they're okay with it. He's got a 5.9 second lead right now over Jimmy Johnson.
And he's just wearing these guys out lap after lap. Whenever he's got clear traffic, he's a 1/10.5, 2/10 faster than anybody else here.
There's Jimmy Johnson back there in second spot. Ken's a third. Boyer fourth. Jeff Gordon back in fifth position. Right now, Jeff Gordon has still led the most laps tonight. He's led twice for 62 laps, although Casey Kane is just 7 laps away from equaling Gordon's feat.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon could have used that bonus as far as his championship hopes to leading the most lap, but Casey Kane right now with the lead that he has, he's going to surpass Jeff in that category here before too long.
And then Casey Kane starting to put some pressure on some other cars. Mark Martin and Greg Biffle, 17th and 18th, are not that far in front of Casey Kane and in danger of maybe going down a lap if we run under green.
See Jeff Gordon there. If you wonder about our chasers, we have 4 chase contenders in the top 6. Kane the leader, Johnson second, Jeff Gordon is 5th, and Kurt Busch 6th. And then we have 4 more chase contenders from 12th to 18th. Stewart is 12th, Newman 16th, Martin 17th, and Biffle 18th. And then the other ones, the other 4, well, it has been a miserable night for Vickers, Montoya, Edwards, and Denny Hamlin, who's in the garage area, by the way. Vickers is 35th, Montoya 36th, and Edwards 37th. Let's update the 48. Dave.
And Doc, let's put the money stop in perspective for this 48 team. The man you're looking at is the second tire changer in the chase for the 48 on the rear of the car. It says Purcell, but that is John Lucas. He was new last week at the Auto Club Speedway, and as we go to the Victory Lane video, you'll see that as he is in Victory Lane at the end of the race at Fontana, Jimmy Johnson will give him kind of a big congratulatory hug. He was sort of a center of attention down there, as right there. Hey, that was the first time that Jimmy Johnson had ever met John Lucas, his rear tire changer. Now, Chad Knaus told me that as they searched for the guy to replace Jeremy West on the rear of this car, he competed against 5 of his peers in pit practice the week before Fontana. And Lucas was the only one that, and I quote Chad, didn't screw up. Chad said this is a high-profile team. The spotlight's always on you, and you got to keep your game on. And he believes that John Lucas can do it for the 48 team. Let's hope it's that way on this final stop.
Wow, Dave, what a great story. And how about the pressure to know that you got to get out there and work with a championship team and not make a mistake. Jeff Gordon getting passed by 2 cars, the 2 and the 20 going by 5th and 6th, and Gordon goes back to 7th.
He's worried about that vibration. They made that pit stop, and he felt like he had a problem going on right there, and I'm sure that's what's causing him this problem right now.
So we're easing in on what should be the final pit stop. It will be the money stop as 284 laps are in the books. Casey Kane's the leader, Ken's a second or third, but Boyer is the fastest car on the racetrack right now in 4th position.